Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Kentucky's offense will have first crack at this one. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators, defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed.
There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Working that left side now. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking for room. It's Boston.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Those third downs are hard to execute. And when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up first and goal.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The Gamecocks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and your sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the position.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 30, at the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle. It's Bowie. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Smashes it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And a great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Harvey. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. And the Wildcats have it for the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. Wants to throw again. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Wildcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it on the move. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that penalty will wipe away some strong red zone execution and take the score off the board. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fakes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Here dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harvey. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Looking to get it in. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough. That gives him a first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
Touchdown, Wildcats! Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Kentucky is on top. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Rides to back and leaves it. Has the first down marker and still running. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Now on first down from the 30. Wants to go up top on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
They get to him as he throws. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll trying to get behind the defense. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, a lot of spin. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kentucky! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
this offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Fires to the big fella. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him, second guy finally did. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Leon. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
You're going to have to design something a little bit better than that, fellas. I mean, you're throwing the football and you get 1 yard, and that was not an easy catch, by the way. He toe-tapped, made sure he got his foot down, but I don't know if that was worth it for a 1 yard gain.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Touchdown, Wildcats! Stealing a score on special teams.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
He'll bring it out. It's Bryant. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the 30. Touchdown, Kentucky. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bryant. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Defense in press coverage. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Throws to the tight end. Finds his man. It's Harvey. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. That's caught. It's Harvey. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Moving away from pressure. He's going to breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Snow. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Quick release by the QB. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Wide out trying to get it in. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Wildcats! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Now, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Under a minute to play here in the 1st half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the 2nd half underway. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pulls in the deep ball. Finds a seam. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. He's got the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Snow. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might be changing the route. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. They'll give it to the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. 1st and 10 for the offense. The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Not a chance. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time, the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Harvey. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the 1st down. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Gamecocks will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight.
Exciting new freshman to look at and talk about and pump up, and this guy got a lot of that pump, and you see why. The dynamic play on special teams, you can see the speed, you can see the wheels, and you know the reason the fans were jacked up when they signed this guy this year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 18 to Oklahoma. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens. You should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Wells. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. He'll keep it on the sneak. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose already, the 5th kick of the night. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. It's a draw. Oh, he's got some space. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Running back searching for a hole.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Offense working from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Off the play fake on first down. And his first pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Touchdown, Wildcats! The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Finds just a bit of room. He'll pick up a couple to the 11.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. He's got it again. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field. And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game. Take the W into the locker room.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And now on second down for this offense. On the run, it's Snow. Turning it on! Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? Leaves it with the back. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolutely dominant.